Hello and welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylle and today I'm going to teach you how to make changes in easy mode. You see, my coaching clients hire me because they want to make a change somewhere. And even they sometimes resist taking the obvious next steps. Now, remember that these people paid money in order to change things, and if even they resist change, then can you imagine how hard it must be for everyone else? And that is a shame, because change doesn't have to be hard. And change can be such an inspiring thing. It can breathe new inspiration and excitement into almost every area of life. And happily, it doesn't have to be scary either. So your mission today is to learn how to first identify where exactly in which areas you need to make changes, and then how to go about doing it the easy way and not the scary way. Task number 1 is called distinguish between being and doing. Relationships usually start going downhill once one partner tries to change the other, because nobody likes the feeling that they are not enough or not good enough, or that there's something wrong with them. The good news is that you needn't change who you are. You are perfect. You are just right the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you, and you needn't change yourself. The reason why we find change so scary is that we immediately think we need to change, or that there's something wrong with us, and then there's some rebellion that comes up and says, no, I'm me. And it would frankly be really scary to try and change the essence of who you are. But you don't need to do that. In relationships, as well as the rest of life, change, if you need a change in a certain area, what you actually have to change is certain actions, certain behaviors. And that is things you do rather than who you are. So it's being versus doing, you could call it that way. So you need to recognize that there's nothing wrong with you, and if you desire a change anywhere in your life, what you have to look at is your behaviors and your actions. And in the next steps, I'm going to help you do just that. Task number 2 is called find out what you want to change. In order to do this task, I recommend, if you haven't done the life audit yet, the free life audit on my website, I would recommend you pause this video and follow the link in the description to the life audit and take these 10 minutes to watch that video and to identify which areas need most attention, where you have the lowest ratings. So if you have done the life audit, here's just a quick reminder. They were health, finances, job or business, relationships, spirituality, and passions. So these are the 6 big areas of life. And your task number 2 is to identify where exactly you need changes, and then to drill down and be very specific. So for this, you might have to pause the video and get a piece of paper, because it's important to have this in written form. Trust me on this. Get a piece of paper or open a new Word document and write down exactly which areas you want to change and what exactly you need to change. I mean, really be very specific in what you write down there. Take some time for this and then come back to this video. That's task number 2. Task number 3 is called make changes the right way. So now that you have black on white in front of you in written form, the areas where you wish to make changes, you need to be even more specific and drill down more and figure out the actions that you need to take. Remember, it's not you that needs to change. In order for your results to change, your actions need to change, your behaviors. So once again, you need to be very specific. Write down exactly what actions you need to change or what steps you need to take in order to bring about this change that you have determined in task number 2 that is desirable, that you wish to achieve. And again, you may have to pause the video or just continue after this video finishes and write down very specifically 1, 2, or maximum 3 actions. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't take it over 3. Trust me, if you do 3 things differently consistently, then that'll make as much change as you can handle. And this is another thing. I just said the word consistently. So this is the most important bit of it. So you write down the actions that you need to change, and now you need to implement it. Start today. It's very important not to start tomorrow. Start today to implement at least one of these actions. You just need to get started today. It can be a small step, but take the first step today. It's just the same as with when you set goals. So take the first action today, and then set yourself reminders as it is appropriate. Usually it's daily, because in order to really change your actions and your behaviors, you can't just do it some of the time and not the rest of the time. So set yourself reminders on your smartphone. There are alarms there. You can set a daily repeating alarm that beeps whatever time might be convenient in the day, that reminds you to change your actions and your behaviors. You need to stick with this for a while, but that is how you create change, and that's literally all there is to it. It's literally exactly how simple and how difficult it is, because the sticking with it is the harder part. And if you have problems with that, I am a coach. This is what I deal with, so by all means get in touch. Task number 4 is, as usual, to let me know. Hit the reply button on the email that you got the link to the video with, and tell me what your main takeaway from this video is. Have you identified any changes? Have you identified any actions or behaviors? If you feel comfortable sharing those as well, I would feel very honored. Just write to me and I'll email you back. I promise I answer every email. If you didn't get the link to the video in an email, that means you're not part of the Wild Spirits community yet, and you should join us. Go to wildspiritscoaching.com and fill in that little form there. You can also do the life audit that I mentioned earlier. One of the things that happen when you fill in the form at the end of the life audit is that it'll also subscribe you to Wild Spirits News. The newsletter is 1 email per week. It's 100% spam free. You'll get lots of extra information, extra articles, things that I only talk about in email. And sometimes you get special offers that are exclusive only to my subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up, or you can Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to the website as well. Thanks for watching.